Hi, my name is Matt Hinkley. I am the chef owner of Hinckley's Fancy Meats in Orlando, Florida. And it seems like every time someone asks me about a funny kitchen story, it always starts with, well, this time that I was in Africa. And one of my funnier stories comes out of time spent in the Spice Islands. I was on a small island you've never heard of called Mafia Island, just south of Zanzibar on the Swahili coast of Tanzania. And when I arrived, I had an immediate and profound difficulty to overcome with regards to the language barrier. I would have to put all my orders in to my boss in English in in Zanzibar, and he would translate that from English to Swahili, send the order to Dar es Salaam where it was filled, put on a plane, and shipped to me in Mafia Island. And then before my boss left for a few weeks of vacation, he had me put in a rather substantial order to make sure that I was adequately supplied in his absence and not dealing with, language difficulties. So I put in this big order and check off a bunch of spices, and I received huge bags of cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, star anise, fresh black pepper in like 3 and 5 pound bags, and I'm only feeding like 40 people a day, so it's just like a year's worth of spices that I'm gonna have to get through. So my boss leaves, and then I notice on the invoice allspice, and that wasn't on my order guide. So I feel a little brave in calling Dar es Salaam to speak with the guy who fills these orders, and I tell him in my best Swahili something to the effect of "Naweza kupata allspice tafadhali," and he responds to me. He understood me, that he was going to send me allspice on the next plane. And when I hung up the phone, I felt great. I felt like I overcame this obstacle, and I was able to communicate with this guy in his language, and I was making progress. And I went to bed feeling pretty good about myself that night. And then my order came the following week, and it had huge bags of every single spice on my order guide again, with the exception of allspice. And the only sense that I could make out of it was that when I said allspice, that was interpreted as every spice, and he sent me every single spice on that order guide except for allspice.